Yo peeps, what's going on? Back again with another vid, talking about 3 games, I think important games from this week. I've got the Arsenal game in the back, it's on mute obviously, so if you see me looking over, I'm watching the game, and Southampton are winning 1-0 at the moment against Arsenal at St Mary's FA Cup. No, that was trash. So I'm here to talk about Man United, Man City and Liverpool. Just a quick one. I'm not doing all the reviews of all the games. Tottenham ain't played, so there ain't no review for that, but I am doing a preview for the game on Monday. That's dropping tomorrow, so look out for that. Make sure you lot like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. It's free, so it ain't gonna cost you nothing to drop a like or a comment, so get that run up. Anyway, I'm gonna start with, who am I gonna start with? I'm gonna start with Liverpool actually. Let me start with Liverpool. They lost 1-0 to Burnley at home, so their record's gone. I think they've been unbeaten at Anfield since, I think Sam Allardyce beat them there or something, about 4 years ago with Crystal Palace. So it's been a fortress there, and I think they put in like 40 crosses. They had 20 odd shots on goal, but only 6 on target. Mane, Salah, Firmino, Origi, whatever his name is. What's his name? Minamino. They've been shocking. They really need Jota back, and he's not going to come back until probably end of Feb, March. So they got no hope if they carry on like this. They're in 4th place right now, but we've got them on Thursday. Our game in hand, if we win that, we go above them, and they drop down. For me, I think Liverpool, they've just been figured out. I think that's what it is now. And to be fair, they've had this 4 years, they've just been constantly at the top, no dip. So the dip has been coming. I just don't think they expected the dip to be this bad. And it's looking real bad. They've not scored this year. It's looking very spooky for them at the moment. But I watched them against Burnley, just whipping in crosses, blindly whipping in crosses for Burnley, which is food and drink for them. Mane's not winning a header against Ben Mee, Tarkowski. Nick Pope is a good goalkeeper. I don't know how he's not ahead of Jordan Pickford, because for me, the only thing about Pope is his distribution's not the best. He did put Burnley on a lot of pressure with his distribution that game. But overall, for me, he's hands down the best keeper for England. I think it's because he's at Burnley why he's not getting ahead of anyone else, if I'm being real. Gareth Southgate ain't got a clue who his best goalkeeper is, clearly, because he keeps putting Pickford in goal, and Pickford is shit. He's got his little T-Rex arms. He does flamboyant saves that he don't need to make. He makes the easy saves look super great when they're really not. The only thing going for him is his distribution, as I said. Other than that, he's shit. And for me, Nick Pope should be England's #1. They put him in goal, they've got a fighting chance of winning something, because they've got a somewhat decent defence. They just need a better goalkeeper for me. And I think either Nick Pope, I would say Dean Henderson, but he doesn't play enough for me. So it's got to be Nick Pope. He's made like the most saves and the highest save percentage or something in the league. So for me, it's got to be him. But anyway, back to Liverpool. Mane's not performing. Salah's not performing. Firmino, for me, is not even a #9. He doesn't have a striker instinct for me. When you watch him play, he doesn't play like a #9. He plays more like a #10 or a false 9. It was like a Hazard type player, but he's just not as good as Hazard, of course. But that's what he reminds me of, that kind of position he takes. And I watched them put all these crosses in. Trent, Robertson. I think Mane set up the most chances, 9, but I think they were like outside the box. So that just shows you where they were at that game. And if you set up a low block against Liverpool, you just put them 2 backs of 4 in front of them, they can't break it down and they can't do anything. They're a counter-attack team. That's how their forwards are set to play. the defense needs space in behind, you get in that space and you just run into it and score goals. That's how Mane and Salah, that's what they are. They're the speed merchants. That's it. If you think about it, they're not really world class. Let's be real. They just score a lot of goals because they just get behind defenses and score. But they need a few chances to score a goal. I wouldn't say they're world class. For me, if you want to talk about world class, we're talking like Messi, Ronaldo, obviously. But we take them out because there's no-brainers. But you look at someone like Son. For me, Son is better than Mane and Salah. But because he's not won anything, he's not in the conversation. And because he's Korean, they're not talking about him. Because the stuff I see him do, I don't see Mane and Salah doing. Son can dribble, he's got pace as well, but he can dribble. Them two don't have the dribbling ability of Son, let's be real. He can go either way, left, right foot. That's Son, he's world class. And I'm not just saying that because he's a Tottenham player, because I'm unbiased. You look at Bergwijn, for me, I get into him every week. And it's because I know he has potential, he's not using it. I'm not going to keep saying, oh yeah, he's so good, if he has a howler. If he has a howler, I'm telling you he has a howler. Even Son the other day, I said he never had a good game. And for me, he's my favourite. He's the favourite player of mine. Him, Kane and Ndombele and Højbjerg, my favourite players in that team. And I'm fair with my criticism. I don't just criticise the dead players, I criticise the good players as well. But Liverpool, for me, are in trouble. This next month, for me, they're 6 points behind Man United now. So for me, this month, and definitely this game they've got up against us, they don't get anything out of it, then their title dreams are dead. For me, it's over. And I can't see Klopp putting it back, and these don't look like they're gonna pick it up. And really, when teams like this, certain players need to be dropped when they're going through a dip like this. But the thing is with Liverpool, their best players are all starters. If you look at their bench, they don't really have anyone on their bench that's decent to can step in and do a job. Which is why they're struggling for form and goals right now. And it's looking real shaky and spooky for them. And earlier they were like, oh yeah, we're winning the league double, we're doing it back-to-back. They thought they were on their Drake, but they ain't. And for me, they don't win their game on Thursday against us, then their title dreams are dead, and it's going to be whatever cups they got to fight for, but it definitely will not be the league. And I move on now to Man City, who disposed of Aston Villa 2-0. Albeit they got a goal that I don't think should have stood, but they gave it. He was offside, Rodri. Mings brought the ball down, so he came from the offside position, Rodri, and he tackled Mings, which led to Bernardo's goal, which was a good goal, by the way. And we all know Bernardo's got a good left foot. Top bins, keeper had no chance. But I don't know if that should have stood, and you understand why Dean Smith was furious. And if I was him, I'd be furious, and I'll take that fine as well. I'll wear that, because for me, no. If that's the case, then Harry Kane should just stay offside all game, wait for the defender to get the ball, tackle him, and then go through and put Son through or someone else through. If that's the case, and if that's what we're doing, that's the new rules, then why is there even an onside and offside? The striker might just stay offside all game and just tackle the defender once he touches the ball. So, I don't know, but they deserve to win, if we're honest. Aston Villa hadn't played a game for around 19 days or something, a long time they haven't played. And you can see it was just slow. Like, Ross Barkley had some good chances to put the ball on a plate to other players, and he didn't take it. He just slowed the game down, or the pass wasn't good enough. And eventually it cost them the game, I guess. So I think City's gone about their business now. They had their little drop, they had their dip, and now they're back at it. The only thing for them is that De Bruyne's out for maybe 4 to 6 weeks, but really, do they need De Bruyne in there? They got Foden, he's been brilliant. Gundogan has been good. So I don't know. They might be able to survive without Kevin De Bruyne, if I'm honest. And I think the title charge is definitely on, and they've got some game in hand. So I think it's it's definitely back on for them. And Man United, 2-1 against Fulham. Again, they came from behind to win the game. Paul Pogba come up with a winning goal on his weaker foot. Absolute brilliant goal. Keeper had no chance, curled that bottom corner. Superb finish for his weak foot. And remember, Man United were below Arsenal at one stage this season. They were looking done and washed. But see, a couple of games you win, you get on a little run, and that's top of the league, 6 points clear of Liverpool. So anything can happen. Is this the year Man United win it? I don't know, but they're definitely in a title charge. And the way they're playing and picking up points, I think it might be between them and Man City now. I think Liverpool might be out of it, especially if they don't win against us on Thursday. Like I said, then they'll be done. So for me, it's between the two Manchester clubs going for the title this season. Even Leicester might be a little underdog in there. They might give it a go because they've got their win against Chelsea, so they could be on it. And Chelsea's definitely finished. Lampard's done. I already spoke about that already. I'm not doing that again. But for me, this season, titles between the two Manchester clubs is for them to take or lose, should I say. So I'm going to probably go with Man City, if I'm honest. I think Man United have good players, which is why they're getting results. I don't think it's Solskjaer, personally, that's making them get this upturn in form. I think what it is, they just have a good squad of good players. And if his plan that he sets out don't work, I think there's just players in there like Pogba, Fernandes, Rashford that they say, you know what, it's not working. Let's take it amongst ourselves to turn this around and do what we got to do. We've all got ability. So we're going to put our ability out there and we're just going to go and turn this game and we're going to win it based on us. So they come together and say, all right, you do this, you do that, we're going to do this, da-da-da-da. They have a leader in there who would just take the game by the scruff of the neck and drag them over the line. It's usually Pogba, Fernandes, recently Pogba, and I've not seen Graham Souness saying anything. He's been real quiet because he's always going at Pogba, which I think is a little bit uncalled for. It seems like he's bullying him a bit. It seems like there's something there that he's not addressing. I don't know what Pogba's done to him. Maybe Pogba's done something with his wife, or I don't know, but he's just moving crazy. But for me, I think that's what it is in Man United. They've just got good players who just, once it's not going their way and the manager's tactics not working, they just pull themselves together and use their abilities that they have and just get it done, even Cavani. So shout out to them, shout out to City, Liverpool. No, not shout out to you because we see you on Thursday and I want to pam them, man, like 2-0. I want to slap them, get some revenge because we should have won the last fixture we had against them away. We should have took our chances, we didn't take them. I can't see them flopping again. If they fall to Son or Kane, then I expect them to be put away. So again, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. Look out for my video tomorrow, the preview for Wickham against Spurs, which plays on Monday, and obviously I'll be dropping my review for that after the game. So that'll be whenever full time is, I'll be dropping a video, and the ratings most likely come on the Tuesday. But for now, I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna watch the rest of this game. So until the next time, peeps, I'm out of here. Peace.